finishing up with the muting. So go ahead and come to the front of your chairs. Let's do a couple deep breaths and straighten up our posture. So breathe in and stretch your arms up overhead. Breathe out, arms down, and elongate your posture as your arms come down. Like you're trying to straighten up your spine and push your chest out. Let's do 5 more. Breathe in, look up. And as your arms come down, push your chest up taller. Breathe in, look up, stretch your fingers wide. Exhale, elongate your spine. 3 more. Breathe in, look up. And down, push your chest up. And breathe in, look up. And exhale, look down. Let's do 1 more. Breathe in, look up. And exhale, arms down. Let's begin with some of our LSVT moves. So we'll start with the forward reach. And as you reach forward, think about lifting up or unweighting your hips from the chair like you have to do when you get to standing. So we're going to reach forward, come down, reach up, and then squeeze your shoulder blades back. Let's cycle through that 10 times. Reach forward, down, up, and that's 1. Forward, out, up, and back. 2. Reach forward, down, up, and back. 3. Forward, down, up, and back. 4. Reach forward, down, up, and back. 5. Forward, down, up, and back. 6. Forward, down, up, and back. 7. Forward, down, up, and back. 8. Forward, down, up, and back. 9. Forward, down, up, and back. 10. Good. We'll move into the twist. So start with one arm out to the side. Your fingers are wide, and then turn and twist across. Notice that my knee turns so that it's pointing down as I twist, still keeping my posture up tall. So I'll bring that same arm out to the side. Let's do 10 of those. Big twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch arms, arm out to the side, posture is tall, and big twist, turn and look. Let your knee come down towards the ground. Back out, we'll repeat that 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's move into some shoulder rolls. So start with big shoulder rolls going backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's switch to forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's switch it into big arm circles forward. So keeping your fingers wide, doing big, big circles. Let's do 3 more forward. 1, 2, and 3. Get a little bit smaller. So we're kind of in this medium range. Let's do 5 forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now get really small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go back to the medium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and really big again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Shake it out, and we're going to go backwards. Let's start with big again. Now going backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kind of in that medium range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and get a little smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Medium again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 more real big. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Let's do a couple of finger flicks. So with hands out in front of you, let's open and close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's get started with our circuit. I have 5 exercises. Let me show you those, and then we'll get started. So the first one we're going to do in standing. I'm going to use my hand weights for this. We're going to do an upright raise. So you can either use both of your weights, or you can do one holding with both hands, but we're doing an upright raise, keeping your posture tall and going up like that. But we're going to incorporate a squat with it too. So first I'm going to squat, and then keeping my shoulders down, raise the weight up in front of me. If that feels pretty light, you could try it in both hands. So a squat first, my shoulders stay down. So I don't hike my shoulders up as I raise. Make sure your shoulders stay down and you're doing an upright raise like that. Look at how my elbows go straight out to the side as I do it. Exactly. That's our first exercise. The second one we're going to do, you can do this with or without weight. We're going to do 2 different styles of marching that we're going to alternate between. So first, we're going to do 4 marches, raising the opposite hand to the knee we're lifting. 3, 4. And then we're switching into a different style of marching where I want you to bring your knees up to your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. But then I'm going to go back to the marching, raising my opposite arm. So flipping back and forth between them for 4 of each throughout the 1 minute. The third exercise, I want you to put some obstacle on the ground next to you. So you can use your hand weights, you can use a box of Kleenex if you have some next to you, or a cup. So I'm going to set the weight down next to me, and we'll first do a high step over the obstacle, and then I'm going to do 3 punches. The punches I want us to start with are jab, straight out in front of you, across, and an uppercut. So jab, cross, uppercut. So I started with my right hand. That was the first hand I punched with. Now I'm going to step back to the left, and I want you to lead with the opposite hand. So now I'm going to do my left hand first, jab, cross, uppercut. So going back and forth over your obstacle. If you want to do it behind your chair so that you can hold on while you step and then do your punches, that's a great option. The third exercise we'll do, I'm going to use my weight, and it's a high-low punch. So punching out to the side, squatting down, and punching low towards the ground. High, low. So we'll do punch on the same side for the first round because we'll do 2 rounds. We'll get the other side next time through. And then the fifth exercise, we're going to do a modified or a full burpee. So for the modified burpee, I'm going to use this table to hold my hands onto. You could use like the bottom of your chair, the side of your couch. So for the burpee, I'm stepping back and I'm going to add a push-up. So doing a push-up, stepping in and coming up tall. So you can also do that like at the base of your chair. So my hands are on my chair, I'm stepping back, doing a push-up here and stepping in. Or you could do a full burpee, stepping down onto the ground and up. So if I did a full burpee, I'm going to come down onto my mat into the push-up position, do a full push-up, stand back up and reset, repeat. Okay, so that's your option. You can either do a half burpee or a modified burpee with your hands on your chair, on their couch, or you can do it up and down from the ground. So those are our 5 exercises that I want to start with. Let me get my timer out here for us. So today I want to do 2 rounds through those 5 exercises. After we go through 5, I'll give us a slightly longer break before we repeat them. So as we do them, we'll do a minute on and 30 seconds off for the 5 exercises, but then I'll give us a longer break after we do instead of that 30 seconds. So the first one we're starting with is the squat with the upright lift. Go ahead and grab your weights, get into position. If you're staying seated, you can practice this upright lift in your chair with tall posture. I'm going to start my timer. Let's begin. So squat first, upright lift. Good. Squat and lift. Those look great. Everyone's posture looks really good. You want to make sure that you're not hiking up your shoulders as you do the lift, but you're just letting your shoulders do the work. Halfway done, keep it up. $15 seconds. All right, 30 seconds to rest. Next, we have our 2 types of marching. You can do it with or without weight. It's 4 marches with the opposite arm raise, and then 4 marches with your knees up to your hands before repeating back to the opposite arm march. So it's a little bit of coordination, having to keep track of which one you're doing and when to flip back between them. 5 seconds before we begin with that one. All right, let's start. So for me, this is 4, so I'm switching 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to the arm raised. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can count at your own pace. I won't count in case my speed's different, but after you do 4 of the marches, switch back to the opposite version. Good job, everybody. $15 seconds left. All right, that's our minute, 30 seconds to rest. Go ahead and put your obstacle down on the ground. And as you're stepping, you want to exaggerate how high you're lifting your knee as you do that step over your obstacle. As a reminder, I'm stepping to the right. I'm doing a jab, cross, hook. I'm starting with my right hand because when I step back to my left, now I'm going to lead the punch series with my left hand. Jab, cross, uppercut. All right, let's begin. Big step, jab, cross, uppercut. Now use your other hand to lead. Jab, cross, uppercut. Alternating which hand starts the punches. Big high knee as you step over your obstacle. And make sure you're going back and forth between which hand is the first hand that punches. Ten seconds left. Three, two, and one. All right, we're moving into our high-low punch. So you have 30 seconds to rest. 2 more exercises before we take a little bit longer break. As a reminder for the high-low punch, I'm going to use my weight for this. I'm punching and looking out up high, squatting and punching down low. About 5 seconds to get ready. Think about keeping your posture tall as you do this one. All right, let's begin. High, punch low. Punch high, punch low. And make sure your eyes are following where you're punching. Looking good, everybody. As always, if you need a little bit of support of your chair in front of you, always feel free to use that. Halfway done. Ten seconds left. All right, 30 seconds to rest. And then we're moving on to our modified burpee or our full burpee. So as a reminder, I can use my chair, or you can use like a couch. Hands go on the table or couch, step back, push up, step in, reset. So that's what we'll do for the full minute. You can also do it getting up and down from the ground. All right, let's begin. Lots of control when you step back. Try to step back and step in with one big step on each foot. You want to step back far enough so that your back is flat. Make sure your back isn't up like this, but that it's dropped down. Great job, everybody. 20 seconds left. All right, and rest. So I'm going to give us about 2 minutes to catch your breath and get some water before we start back at the top. I want to still keep your heart rate elevated, so I don't want to take too long of a rest break, but I want to make sure that everybody gets some water before we start again. So think about in this next round, what are areas or ways that you can make it harder for yourself? Can you go faster with some of them to make your heart rate get up higher? Can you take bigger steps with our side step or with the modified burpee? Think about ways that you can push yourself a little bit harder this next time through, since we know the exercises. We're going through another time. About 30 more seconds, and then we're going to start with that squat and weighted lift. We have one more round through each of these exercises, a minute on, 30 seconds off again. So go ahead and grab your weight, get into position, about 10 seconds to get ready. All right, let's go ahead and begin. So squat, and then shoulders stay down, weighted lift, elbows come out. Looking good. As you squat, stick your hips back like you're sitting in a chair. Good job. More than halfway done. Keep working, 10 seconds left. And rest. All right. So you have 30 seconds to rest. Next, we have our marching. So we have 4 marches, raising the opposite arm, opposite leg. And then 4 marches, bringing your knee up to your hands. So doing 4 and 4 back and forth for the full minute. Keep your posture tall. You can think about drawing your belly button towards your spine to tighten your core muscles as we do this. Let's begin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 up to your hands. 2, 3, 4, back and forth, just like that. Nice job. Halfway done. Five seconds left. All right, rest. Let's put our obstacle down on the ground for our side steps now. When you do your side steps, if you want to hold on to something in front of you to give you balance while you're doing your high step, always feel free to have that option. As a reminder, when I step to the right, I'm going to use my right hand to lead the first punch, doing a jab, cross, uppercut. And then when I step to the left, I'm going to use my left hand to start, jab, cross, uppercut. Let's begin. Big step, jab, cross, uppercut, big step, other hand, jab, cross, uppercut, back and forth. Jab, cross, uppercut. Good. Keeping your posture tall, alternating what hand you lead with. All right, rest. So let's grab our weight for our high-low punch with the squat. Whatever hand you punched with last time or whatever side you are punching to, let's use the opposite side this time. So I'm punching up high, I'm squatting and punching down low, going back and forth. 10 seconds to get ready. All right, let's begin. Punch high, squat, punch low. High, low. Keep your posture tall as you squat. Your chest should stay up towards the camera. Looking good. Halfway done. Keep going. 18 seconds left. Three, 2, and 1. Awesome, 30 seconds. So now we have our modified burpee or our full burpee. So you can put your hands onto your chair and step back, do a full push up here, step in and repeat, or you can do a burpee up and down from the ground. Get down onto the ground into a push up position, one push up, come back up to standing. Those are your options. Let's begin. Last exercise. Whatever position you're doing it in, make sure you take big steps. Good, halfway done. Remember to reset your posture when you stand up again. Five seconds left. All right, grab some water, rest. Great job with those. So I'm going to keep my camera view low because we're going to get down onto the mat next to do our power moves laying on our back today in supine position. But grab some water and take a break first. Nice job with those intervals. They're high intensity interval training. So the idea behind it is for you to feel breathless and like your heart is racing. Working at that higher intensity level is really effective for training. So when you're walking for exercise or doing aerobic training, whether it's riding a bike, walking using an elliptical, whatever your aerobic training is that you like to do, you should be working at that higher level where you feel a little bit breathless. That is the correct intensity to train at. It's going to be more effective. I'll give everyone another minute before we get down onto our mats. And if you need a reminder for as we get down, you can always put your hands on your chair to step down into kneeling and come all the way down. Oh, put that camera down. A little bit more. So we're going to be on our backs today for the power moves. The first one is the power up. So laying flat, I want you to push down through your hands, push down through your feet. You can even push down through the crown of your head to lift your hips and torso up off the mat. That's the power move we're doing. Lifting up, your legs stay straight as you do this. If you're seated in your chair, as a reminder, the power move for you is with your hands on your knees, bending forward, and then stretching your arms back, squeezing your shoulders together. So if you're seated, this is the move that you're gonna do as we do our power up. This is the power up you do. So let's get into position with whatever position you're choosing to do for this one. Let's do 10 power ups. I want to do one, and I want you just to feel that stretch for a moment. So go ahead and do a power up, push up into that position and just hold it for a moment. I want you to feel that stretch along the whole backside of your body. And you can relax all of the extensor muscles through your hips, your shoulders, all activating together. Those are what give you tall, upright posture. So let's do 10 now. Count with me out loud by twos in a loud voice. Let's get started. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. Good. So our next move, let me get my mic down here so you can hear me better. Our next move is the power rock. So for this move, I'm going to push through my left hand and push through my left leg to reach myself to the right. So you notice I'm kind of giving myself something to push against to do that rolling maneuver as I reach towards my right. And then I'm going to push through my right foot and my right hand to give me leverage to reach to the left, resetting in the middle each time. If you're seated, your power rock is leaning onto one side, reaching up and across, elongating your body, coming back to the middle, leaning onto your other side to reach up and across and elongate your body. So if you're seated, that's the move that you're going to do while we do our power rock laying on our backs. So let's go back and forth and do 10 on each side. Let's count up by 5s as we do this. Practice using a loud voice as you count these out loud. A, it's going to make sure you're breathing. And B, it's practicing using intention with a loud voice as we speak so that our voices don't get soft, but practicing that loud, forceful speech. So let's get started. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, halfway, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Good, we're moving into our power twist. So for the twist, arms start out to the side so that your arms are touching the ground. And as you twist, you're going to bring one hand over to clap, but you want to make sure that this hand comes all the way around to the ground, the hand that's on the ground. Don't lift your hand on the ground to bring it to that. Then stretching back out into the middle before you twist to the other side. Resetting and twisting back and forth. If you're seated, you're going to do the same move with your arms out to the side and turning to clap. Let's see, let's count backwards by threes. So we'll start at 60 and end at 3, counting backwards by threes, back and forth each side. Ready? Let's begin. 60, 57, 54, 51, 48, 45, 42, 39, 36, 33, 30, 27, 24, 21, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6, and last one, 3. Awesome. Bend your knees up. Next for the power step. I want to do the power step like a scoot today. So how we're going to do this, you can watch me first before you practice if you want to make sure you get the motion right. So I'm going to step my foot out to the right, and then I'm going to step my left foot out to the right, and then I'm going to scoot my hips to the right as well. Then I'm going to step my left foot and right foot back to the middle to the left, and then scoot my hips into the middle. So like you're scooting over in bed. And then I'm going to go to the other side. Left foot stepping to the left, right foot stepping to the left, scooting my hips out to the left, right foot back to the middle, left foot back to the middle, scoot my hips into the middle. If you're seated, you can use this time to practice the step out to the side. So stepping your left foot out, left foot in, right foot out, right foot in. For us on our backs, I want to do 5 scoots in each direction. So everyone lead with their right foot, step your right foot out and left foot to the right, both feet to the right. Now scoot your hips to the right. Now left foot into the middle, right foot back to the middle, scoot your hips into the middle. So now we're stepping to the left. Left foot and right foot out to the left, scoot your hips to the left, right foot in, left foot in, scoot your hips to the middle. Good, back to the right. Right foot steps to the right, left foot steps to the right, scoot your hips out, both feet step in, scoot in. That's number 3 of 10. Both feet step to the left, scoot left, both feet step in, scoot in. Nice job. Both feet step out, scoot out, both feet step in, scoot in. Both feet to the left, scoot out, both feet to the middle, scoot in. We're halfway done. Both feet to the right, scoot to the right, both feet to the middle, scoot to the middle, both feet to the left, scoot left, both feet to the middle, scoot to the middle. Almost done. Both feet out, scoot left, or scoot right, excuse me, both feet to the middle, scoot in and out to the left, scoot out to the middle, scoot in. One more each way. To the right, scoot out, to the middle, scoot in. Last time. To the left, scoot out, to the middle, scoot in. Nice job. Let's rest for a moment. We are going to stay down on our mats for another few exercises. I'm going to remind myself of what I want to do next. So we can stay on our backs for these next couple. If you need to sit up and drink some water, feel free. So the first exercise that we're going to do is all about activating our core. So draw your belly button towards the towards your low back. So like you're pressing your low back into the floor. So almost like you're zipping up a tight pair of pants or pushing your back into the floor. So if I try to slide my hands behind my low back, there should be no room. I shouldn't be able to fit my hands under my back because my back is pressed down so tightly to the ground. If you're seated, you can draw your belly button in towards your spine in that same way. So this is a dead bug. So my back is staying flat on the ground and I'm lifting my opposite arm and opposite leg. Exactly. Let's do 20 of these, keeping your core tight the whole time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So now we're going to do it slightly differently. I'm keeping my stomach muscles tight and I'm bringing both feet up into tabletop. So both knees are bent and both arms are up above me like that. See if you can get into that position. And now I want you to extend or kick out your opposite arm and opposite leg at the same time. So my right arm is reaching back, my left foot is kicking out, and then my right leg kicks out with my left arm. Press down hard on your low back. See if we can go back and forth 20 times like that. It's a little bit harder. 1, move slow for these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good, you can bring your feet back down to the ground. Nice job with that. Let's next do a bridge. You can do this with 1 or 2 legs. So pushing down through your hands or with your arms across your chest. Push down through your feet to lift your hips up into this position. If that feels pretty easy for you, kick one leg out straight and just lift up while pressing down with one heel. If you're seated in a chair, I want you to do a glute set. So squeezing your bottom muscles and holding them tight while we lift. So whether you're doing a 1-leg bridge or 2-leg bridge, let's do 10. And so you can push down through your hands here or have them across your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take a break. We're going to do another set. And if you were doing it on one leg, let's switch legs. Let's do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Let's flip over onto our hands and knees. Take your time rolling over. I want you to come up into all fours position. So we're going to be in all fours and do a leg kick straight back while keeping your back nice and flat. Everyone, another moment to get into position. If you're staying seated in your chair, you can practice stretching your leg out to the side and back in while we do this. Let's do 10 on one leg and then we can switch to the other side. Let's begin. Whatever leg you want to start with, back nice and flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch legs, back stays flat, tighten through your core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, take your time. Let's come back up to our chairs. So grab some water if you need to, take a second. We're going to come back to our chairs and do some cool down.
Hey, Katie.
Yeah.
Other than like this, is there any way that I can stretch under my scapula? Like I'm having like a cramp and it feels like it's under the scapula.
What about if you push your hands and kind of roll forward like that to kind of stretch out that area?
Yeah, it kind of works good.
Yeah, it's kind of a hard area to stretch. Like it almost an area that like massage hits a little bit better. Like even like putting like a tennis ball like in between those, like in between your scapula,
like a wall type thing.
Yeah, like at the wall.
Yeah.
Kind of like rubbing it into.
I can do that.
Sometimes I can hit that area. But let's all try that one. That's such a good stretch to stretch out our posture. So push your hands together and roll out your back like you're holding a big ball like this. So actually, instead of clasping your hands, pretend like you're holding a big ball and elongating your back to stretch your back. Hold that ball and twist to the right. Hold that big ball and twist to the left. Go back to the right. And to the left, one more each way. To the right and to the left. Go ahead and clasp your hands behind your back and stretch your chest so it looks like this. So I'm elongating my chest in the front. Let's hold this here for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do some wrist rolls here. About 10 in one direction, then we'll switch. For me, this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's stretch out our neck. So bring your shoulder down towards one ear. Use this hand to pull and tuck this hand behind your back. Hold that for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll to the other side. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll your head to the middle and look up as far as you can, and then stretch your neck down. Let's go 5, nice and slow. Look up as far as you can, bend your head back, and bring your chin towards your chest. Look down. Look up, stretch back. Look down and move slow. If this makes you dizzy, move slow, or you can take breaks as you need to. Look up, stretch back, and look down. Let's do 2 more. Look up, stretch back. Look down, bend forward. Up. And stretch down. Let's lean your arm here on this side and reach your other hand up and across. See if you can elongate the side of your trunk to really feel a stretch on your side. Let's hold that for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come back up tall. And then other hand up and across, elongating that side of your body there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's stretch out our legs. Knee comes out straight, bend forward at your hip, down towards your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch legs. Knee stays straight. Bend at your hips forward towards your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring your foot up across your lap. See if you can let your knee fall down to the side and bend forward to feel a stretch on the back of your hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch sides. Other leg up across your lap. Let your knee fall out to the side and gently lean forward till you feel a stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's wrap up there. Everyone have a great rest of your week. Thanks for exercising with me this morning, and I'll see everybody next Monday morning.
Thank you.
You rock, Katie. Have a great week.
Thanks, Katie. Great job as usual.
Thank you so much, Katie. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Kate.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
It was excellent.
You know,
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Bye.